I'm 11. Oh,
It's
yes.
11.
Yes, I am.
Yes, we are on. Ooh.
I'm not live, but
He will be in a minute.
I'd like to invite my friends.
Sorry. We'll sing it.
Sorry, I'm sorry, sorry, I'm sorry, sorry, I'm sorry. Nyaramanyo chanyuolo, sorry, I'm sorry. Chuadigo Mombasa, sorry, I'm sorry. Chakodogo Nairobi, sorry, I'm sorry. Chakodigo Kisumu, sorry, I'm sorry. Grace Chuma di Mielno, sorry, I'm sorry. Anyango Chuma di Koye, sorry, I'm sorry. Sorry, I'm
I
sorry.
miss my
That's
drum.
what it
Sorry, I'm sorry.
What's your drum, Grace?
Oh, the drum is coming.
Sorry, I'm sorry. Sorry, I'm sorry. Nyaramanyo chanyuolo. Sorry, I'm sorry. Chuodigo Mombasa. Sorry, I'm sorry. Chakodigo Ulaya. Sorry, I'm sorry. Kadogodo Kisumu. Sorry, I'm sorry. Chakodigo Yonyeri. Sorry, I'm sorry. Adyango Chuma Dindongo. Sorry, I'm sorry. Grace Chuma Disungwa. Sorry, I'm sorry. Anyango Chuma Dimiela. Sorry, I'm sorry. Victoria Chuma Dikonya. Sorry, I'm sorry.
Hey.
Sorry just means I'm sorry. I'm sorry. I'm
sorry,
sorry. We are sorry, viewers. We are sorry. We are so sorry.
Oh.
Why are you sorry, Grace?
I don't know, but let's find out.
Oh, this song. Okay, let's join our friends. Well, let's invite our friends as we sing sorry. This mother is singing sorry for the daughter who disappeared with the man. They had she'd been seen in Kisumu, Mombasa, abroad, London.
Really?
Yeah, so she's just saying, I'm sorry, I'm sorry, because it's hard to blame your daughter for the bad things they've done in life. You just say, I'm sorry. Oh, I'm sorry as a mother. I'm sorry as a father. I'm sorry. So we're inviting our friends to join us. In 2 minutes, we'll be ready.
Thank you for joining us, Victoria. Yay, hi.
Hi, Victoria.
Got my package. Asanteni wapendwa. We love you.
Wow.
Thank you so much.
That's nice. Yeah. Sorry, I'm sorry, sorry, I'm sorry, sorry, I'm sorry. Nyaramanyo chanyuolo, sorry, I'm sorry. Chuodigo Ulaya, sorry, I'm sorry. Ochakodogo Nakuru, sorry, I'm sorry. Grace Chuma di Mielno, sorry, I'm sorry. Grace Chuma di Mielno, sorry.
Grace, you are giving me changamoto here.
Grace, I want to see your dancing. You weren't showing me your dancing style yet.
I'm still trying to get my friends to
show us when you're called to the dance hall. Yeah. Show us your dancing style.
Just give me one.
Ama your stomach is full of food.
Yes, my stomach can never be too full.
We are inviting our friends to Jupange. That's for a breakfast. Sorry, I'm sorry. Sorry, I'm sorry. Sorry, I'm sorry. Nyaramanyo chanyuolo. Sorry, I'm sorry. Chuodigo Migori. Sorry, I'm sorry. Chakodogo Nakuru. Sorry, I'm sorry. Chakolago Mombasa. Sorry, I'm sorry. Grace Chuma.
Sorry, I'm sorry. Let me move this chair back.
We are sorry as mothers. We are sorry as parents. We are sorry because some of the things our children do, all you can say is, I'm sorry. I'm sorry. Because words then lost. Sorry, I'm sorry. Sorry, I'm sorry. Sorry, I'm sorry. Sorry, I'm sorry. Nyaramanyo chanyuolo. Sorry, I'm sorry. Having a girl can be a problem. Sorry, I'm sorry. Having a beautiful girl can be a problem. Sorry, I'm sorry. Oh, having the most beautiful girl in Kenya can be a problem. Nyaramanyo chanyuolo. Sorry, I'm sorry. Chuagolalgo Sudan. Sorry, I'm sorry. Chakolalgo Victoria. Sorry, I'm sorry. Chakolalgo Mount Kenya. Sorry, I'm sorry. Adyango Chuma di Mielno. Sorry, I'm sorry. Grace Chuma di Mielno. Sorry, I'm sorry. Grace Chuma di Mielno.
sorry, I'm sorry.
Sorry, I'm sorry.
Sorry, I'm sorry. Sorry, I'm sorry.
Sorry, I'm sorry.
Sorry, I'm sorry.
Woo,
Hey,
wait. This was my sister. This was my sister.
We have decided to do exercise before we start eating.
Wow, exercise. 30-day challenge. Okay, let's leave that to our group.
Grace, let us get our viewers started. We have given them exercise to start the day, Grace.
Yes.
Yeah?
We're sorry because some of these things are happening in Kenya and in the diaspora.
Yeah.
We're just sorry.
Yeah.
We're sorry. We never thought, as a parent, you never thought you'd live to see some of these things. Yeah? A lot of bad news. But I'm sorry.
Kumechacha.
Kumechacha,
Grace. It's time.
Kumechacha. This time we have churched.
Yeah.
Yes.
So welcome everyone. Welcome to yet another episode 10, as Grace is sending out invites to friends. Yeah. We will get started, but Grace fanya haraka hapa tuna changamoto hapa ya kufanya.
The breakfast is getting
and the breakfast
tired.
Is getting tired.
It's getting tired.
Yeah,
the tea is getting tired. The porridge is getting tired.
Thank you everyone for joining us. Freak Diane, welcome. Victoria, we love you. Yes.
Yes. No, do that. I'm supposed to be not Lelo.
So let's get started, and then viewers will come in and say
getting the
So welcome everyone to episode 10 of Kumechacha. How are you doing this morning? Leo Kumechacha na Kumechacha. We have a great set of topics for you today. Let your friends know that you're watching. We have an interesting set of topics for you today. If you look at our prompt, nakwambia Kumechacha Leo. Today we are having breakfast. Habari diaspora. Wherever you're calling in from. You're calling in from Philadelphia. You're calling in from Pennsylvania. You're calling in from Asia. You're checking in from the Netherlands, Europe. You're checking in from Australia. You're checking in from Nairobi, South Africa, Nigeria, Doha, Qatar. Habari, Chamge, Biore. Which one else, Grace? Kemcho, Sarucho.
Grace. Sarucho. That's our 44th Indian
Yeah. So we're excited to bring you a great show today. Yeah. So
yes.
I want to give a shout out to all our viewers. This is episode 10. This is episode 10. That means it has been 10 Saturdays that we have been showing you this show. It has been 10 episodes that we've been sharing with you our lives. It's been 10 episodes that we've been talking to you about immigrant life in the diaspora, connecting and forming communities. We are happy that you are part of us for this 10th episode. We're happy for the new faces, the faces that have been there since the first episode. We love you. We appreciate you.
Yes.
And this is a special shout out for all our followers on this episode. This episode is dedicated to you. Yeah? And so we have an exciting set. Grace but we're going to start with what we're having for breakfast. Grace, what are we having for breakfast?
Oh Lord, I love breakfast. It's 11 o'clock, and for some it's breakfast, for some it's dinner, but we have what in Philadelphia we call the brunch. So here, I love my tea. Always one viewer warned me about taking too much tea, but tea and me, we are like kind of sweethearts. So I have tea. Today we missed Kenyan tea, Grace. So we had to get the American tea called Lipton, as our Kenyan tea is on the way coming from the seas. I still have my tea masala. I'm surprised the tea masala tastes great with Lipton tea. It's a mixture of African and African American. We have porridge here, Nyuka, Wimby, very fresh Wimby with lemon.
Yeah, and
this
sugar.
Is really good. Very little sugar. We said we were doing less sugar. We have boiled eggs, plenty of boiled eggs here. Boiled eggs, and of course we do our boiled eggs with kachumbari.
Yes,
say something great.
So the kachumbari is boiled eggs and kachumbari is a popular snack in Kenya.
Yes.
I don't think I've ever bought the boiled eggs and kachumbari on the street, but I'm inspired to do so. And me, I'm not touching that paper. There's a paper challenge.
We are going to give you pili challenge.
This is a pili challenge.
If you can eat a raw pili.
Tear gas challenge.
Tell us. Take a picture and send it to us on Facebook.
Yeah.
We also have mandazi. We made what we call the African donut, fresh from the kitchen, still hot, nice and sweet. So this has flour, all-purpose flour. You can get that from the supermarkets. baking powder, egg and milk, and just a tinge of sugar. Yes, so that's delicious. The African donut.
I've already demolished
Mandazi.
Like 1 or 2 away.
I've demolished three.
And as always, we have fruits here.
Grace, what do you have?
Beautiful tangerine. I think these are these blackberries or what?
Blackberries, and then we have red grapes. And we have green grapes. Sandra is my favorite. Me and Sandra, I tell you, when we are together, nobody can separate us.
Yeah. So Grace, we are here having breakfast, and we always said from the beginning of Kumechacha was that breakfast is part of self-care. I know many times on Saturday you're watching us after a long week of work, a long week of hustling, a long week of doing what you need to be doing. Sometimes some of you are catching us at the end of a long day, which may be Sunday, Monday, or Tuesday. So as you're sitting in and relaxing, what are you doing for self-care? What have you done for self-care this week? Aside from the breakfast you've put together, authentically African breakfast. Grace, what were you up to? What did you do for self-care this week?
For self-care? I sang from my favorite book, Golden. Can you believe I have Golden Bells? We used to sing, there it is. We used to sing Golden Bells in school. So this week I had a lot of bad news. And I needed self-care. I needed to sing something to, soothe me, reach out to my higher maker. And I sang a lot of the songs from my favorite book, Golden Bells. And what I would like to share with you today, which I sang a lot, Blessed Assurance, because it gave me that surety that despite all the storms, all is safe. I had I do have a very close member of my family in hospital right now. And another member got sick. And then Grace, before I even sing that, the Kumechacha dogs broke my favorite golden verse, which I've had for 5 years.
Imagine.
Just jumping. These little beautiful dogs just broke my beautiful verse.
I think they're upset because they have not had any airtime on Kumechacha.
Yeah, they want to come back on air.
They want to come back and show us how
and
good
I was worse than the dogs. I broke the cups, our Kumechacha breakfast cups. So this morning we are using different cups, not our favorite cups, but it just all shows that life happens. And the most important thing is to move on and turn to a kind of self-care that can make you feel better. So maybe we can do a little bit of the breath.
And one thing I asked Grace when those things were broken, I said, did you feel better?
It's kind of cathartic. It was a catharsis because I was like, it could have been worse. It could have been worse. So life happens.
So in the spirit of self-care, and I think in the spirit of nostalgia, I think we're just going to sing a song from the Golden Bells, Blessed Assurance. If you have it, sing along.
Sing along with us if you have it,
Blessed Assurance.
Keyboard.
Blessed Assurance.
Can you make it?
Blessed assurance, Jesus is mine. Oh, what a foretaste of glory divine, heir of salvation, purchase of God, born of His Spirit, washed in His blood. This is my story, this is my song, raising my Savior all the day long. This is my story, this is my song, praising my Savior all the day long. Perfect submission, perfect delight, visions of rapture burst in my sight. Angels descending, bring from above echoes of mercy, whispers of love. This is my story, this is my song, praising my Savior all the day long. This is my story, this is my song, praising my Savior all the day long. Last verse.
Oh, last verse. This one is kind of slow and peaceful. It's not like the Kumechacha dances we do.
It's okay.
This is serious stuff.
Perfect submission, all is at rest. I in my Savior, from happy and blessed, watching and waiting, looking above, filled with His goodness, lost in His love.
Oh, lost in His love.
This is my story, this is my song, praising my Savior all the day long. This is my story, this is my song, praising my Savior all the day long.
So that helped me. That was my self-care.
It's good to have moments like that. You
Yes,
know?
such a spiritual moment.
Even within Kumechacha and Kuchacha, it's important to have moments of peace and calm, you know? It's so important.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So Grace, tell us about your self-care. What was your self-care this week?
My self-care was singing. I think this is part of my self-care, Grace, this week. I think we had a combined need to have some peace this week. So I'm really happy that we got to do an on-air self-care segment.
This is part of our self-care, by the way, because we really have fun in this program. We laugh at life. We laugh through joy. We laugh through sadness. But above all, we get to bond. And that's so important. Keeping friendships is really important. Having an intact friend is really good.
It is.
Yes.
We're grateful for friendship today.
So hello Roger, Uma, thanks for joining us.
Yes.
Oscar Lennox Khalifa, unasema Obado anakuulizia. Obado ni nani
Nani
anamtafuta? Nani anamtafuta Obado? Alafu Mohammed Jackson, hi, two beautiful queens. Thank you for joining.
Thank you,
Milka
Mohammed.
Anderson, thank you for joining.
Judy
Karaoke,
Karaoke,
hello.
Thanks for listening in.
Freak,
Yes.
there's a Freak, Diane, up there. Freak
Diane. Yeah, we already greeted
Oh, we greeted you twice. You got double blessings.
So we're done with breakfast. And now, Grace, the first thing I think that we want to let people are being aware of is that the American lottery is open.
Besides all the other bad news that has gone on all the week, stressful news, we also have good news. You can actually apply for the Green Card Lottery. The Green Card Lottery registration is on. This is the visa that allows you to do the green card and come to America. All the papers, come ready-made, ready packaged. So registration is on till November 6th. Remember, first you have to register. You have 1 more month to register. So till November 6th, it's only when you've registered that you can be called in to do a full application. To do the interview, So please register by November 6th. Go to our website, Grace. We wrote
the name of the website is usvisas.state.gov. Be careful that you are not scammed. The US lottery program is free. Don't go through. If anyone says they're an agent,
I'm gonna help you. I have some money.
Please do not do that. Inform your family members. Do not do that. It's a lottery at the truest sense of the word. And is Kenya still an eligible country for the lottery?
Kenya is still eligible. Also check out, there's some countries that are not eligible. If there's a country that took in more than 50,000 individuals last year, then you're not eligible. But if you go to the website, they've stated very clearly, and please use the government website. That's the most of it. You can only apply through the government website. You can't apply through any other website. Also, remember, there's a question people asked in other Facebook pages. Without lawful status, can you apply? No, if you have been here more than 180 days and did not change your status. Remember, you can come to the US and say you want to be here for 6 months, and you can change your status within those 6 months. If you do not change your status within those 6 months, then you are called, you are referred to as an unlawful presence, and you may have to return for 3 years. back to Kenya before you apply for green card.
So that means that if you're someone been out of status and you're thinking the green card lottery
is going to help you,
it's not going to.
No, the train left the station.
The train left the station.
Yeah, and the other requirement that's important is a US high school degree, which is the same as a KCSE.
KCSE
US
equivalent.
high school degree, KCSE equivalent. So wishing you good luck, all the best. Use that internet, use your bundles for something as good as this.
Do not get scammed. I think that's the most important thing. Use the correct website. Follow the appropriate procedures and instructions.
Yeah, remember we are always trying to make money by hook or by crook. So every opportunity that comes is a money-making venture.
Yeah, and remember our US immigration interview questions.
Yes.
Remember that as you're applying, that one day, if you are successful in your green card, you'll still need to present in front of an immigration official. So start putting your story together early.
Yeah.
Meaning start putting your legal correct documents early. And good luck in your process.
Good luck, everybody.
Yeah.
Yes.
So Grace, I want to get into right in the heat of the matter. We were talking last week about our Facebook characters. The Kumechacha crew is a set of intelligent researchers, journalists. We have been looking with the koroboi. We have been looking under the bed. We've been reading those books. And we are here to bring you the Facebook characters we have researched to find that amidst all this sea of morass of Facebook people coming in from everywhere. They can be categorized into 11 broad categories.
I used to say Facebook was my new grandmother.
Yeah.
Who might tell problems. If I have, if I'm pregnant and I'm still in school, if I've got an STI, syphilis, gonorrhea, chlamydia, herpes, whatever, I would tell my grandmother, and she can get me that help.
Yeah.
But now it has gone. Kumechacha mpaka people are telling Facebook everything. Zuckerberg is the new grandmother.
Zuckerberg has become.
People adopted Zuckerberg as the new grandmother.
People are just singing to Zuckerberg. Sigana.
And
Zuckerberg is responding.
Zuckerberg is making money.
Hey, kabisa. So I think as we thank our viewership for growing, I think that's one of the things that we most appreciate with our audience. Our audience is growing. We're getting to know a lot of people, getting to interact with a lot of people. But we've also seen some interesting things over time of us being individual to on a show perspective. And we've seen people tukasema, wa. Monitoring spirits, I want to start with you. Hello.
Hello, monitoring spirits. Holy Ghost fire. We want to exercise you today. We want to exercise you.
Start with the elephant in the room.
Monitoring spirits. Holy Ghost fire. Get out of my page. Monitoring spirits. These are the Facebook friends who are monitoring everything. You know how when you go to hospital, they monitor your heartbeat. They want to check your high blood pressure. They want to check the diabetes sugar level.
I'm telling you.
These people are checking the sugar level of your life. They want to know what is happening in your life.
Everything.
Who is in your life. Have you had a broken heart? They know everything about you.
And these are the same people who are not saying anything. They are monitoring from afar.
They don't like.
They don't like.
They don't block.
They don't block.
They don't smile. they don't use any memes. They're keeping memes in their archives.
But you feel like there's someone watching me.
I tell you, when you look at your views, there are thousands. They don't say, when you get your graduation, you're there with your graduation gowns. I'm like, wow, I just graduated with medicine, nursing, broadcasting. They say nothing.
Fishing.
They just keep viewing. And they view so many times that your views keep rising higher, like high blood pressure, because Grace, they wanna check for real, like
monitoring spirits.
They can't believe they have to watch it so many times because they can't believe. They want to see how the dress was, what your nails was painted like. And then sometimes when you meet them, they tell you like, oh my goodness, I just saw that on your page. Saw it. I'm like, wow, you've been on my page.
I didn't even know.
You did not communicate. But let's not be too harsh with the monitoring
spirits. No, imagine me, I love monitoring spirits.
Because when you get views, your ratings go high. So monitoring spirits, you're part of the family.
We appreciate
you might be the black sheep of the family. Every family has a black sheep.
And maybe you are invisible.
You are invisible, but you got talents. You got talent. Please bring out those talents and share with us.
Just share. If you've been a monitoring spirit, click that like button.
Holy fire, we have exercised and forgiven you.
We appreciate you.
Yes, thank you.
Monitoring spirits, we greet you.
We greet you.
Another category. Where do we start? Night runners.
Oh yes.
Night runners. Where are you?
Where are you, night runners?
You know the night runners are probably sleeping right now.
The night runners might not be there. Yeah.
So if you know a night runner, please tag them. A night runner is someone who is at night. They're the one who's posting the Facebook status with the hats. Hi everyone. Who is up?
Who is up? Wake up!
3 o'clock in the
Why are
morning.
you asleep? These night runners, they run with animals. They run with hippopotamus and hyenas on their backs. They dance naked. They dance naked on Facebook at night without their clothes. They dance all the time stuck naked. They are not ashamed because they are doing their business. You know that in Kenya we have an official night runners organization somewhere based in Homa Bay. If you're not a member, please Google. We have the Night Runners Association. This is now a legal society where you can do your stuff and show your nocturnal skills. You know that dogs are nocturnal animals. You can join the dogs. Dogs do very well. Nocturnal skills. Yeah.
So night runners are the ones who are active. It's like it's daylight for them. Hi,
yeah, but again,
who is up? What are you doing?
What are you doing? But these night runners, Grace, we thank them. They are a useful part of the family because they keep the criminals at bay. The criminals don't want to meet them when they're going to kill people.
There's no sleeping. Someone will see you, by the way. Don't think because you're doing something at 3 a.m. everyone has slept. The night runner is on your door.
And when you're dancing naked at 3 a.m., that's when your colleagues and the people who are jealous of you in the office are taking those videos and going to show the boss. And you wonder that I did the interview so well. How come I did not get that promotion? So night runners have been known to be very, very useful members of the society in that there's a lady, someone whose parents had dementia. Just here in Philadelphia. And the mother was walking around at night. Everybody was looking for the mother. And it's only a night runner who found the mother and brought her home. So if the night runners, runners are also out in the pubs at night, you know, doing their beers and whiskeys, you know, this is all part of self-care, drinking their red wine and margaritas. So
night runners is also part of the 24-hour news cycle. In the age of globalization, we need someone who's going to be there to pass on, relay the news at all hours. So without night runners, we won't have any information.
And to give the animals exercise, because sometimes it's too hot in the forest. Yes, thank you, night runners.
Thank you, night runners. We appreciate you. Now, let's go into in the spirit of the news cycle. We have the fake 411s, aka the people who write your obituary.
Habari Motomoto, CNN International,
CNN 411, K24.
Let's talk about that one, Grace.
So the fake 411 is that person who is the first person to say, "Oh, did you hear that somebody died? Oh, did you hear that Uhuru has this? Oh, this happened, this happened, this happened." Yani, the story just comes out. The rumor mongers. These are the rumor mongers. These are the ones that feed into the Marikiti women, the Marikiti people that we will get into next. The fake 411 is the person who you will wait for to break the news. This is the person you say the one who you will type for F, the one who you will type for dot, following this person because I want to hear anything that comes out of this person's mouth. This is the person who will write your obituary before it is even your time. This is someone who will give you a promotion before it is even your promotion. This is someone who will manufacture the news for you.
I beg, Grace. I beg you. I beg to interrupt.
Yes.
I beg.
Yes.
Okay. These 411s, they will post that you are dead before you are dead. They will go to hospital, bring you juice, treat up, look at the margarine, Cerelac. If you're losing too much weight in hospital, they'll bring you Cerelac. Then they'll come with their great laptops, their great phones, and take pictures with you. They take pictures with you looking miserable, dying on the bed, and then they will post on Facebook and say, "Oh, so and so is dying. Let's raise for them funds. Let's pray for them." You know. So these 411s they're so hot. That the news is so hot in their chest that they cannot contain it.
It is only contained when they pour it out into the keyboard, when they pour it out into their fingers, when they show somebody, when they regurgitate it on Facebook.
I tell you, these newsmakers, they're also, what do you call them? They know everything. They're like CID investigators.
Analysts.
They're analysts as well.
Never seen
they know who
like
killed who. They know what happened in so-and-so's bedroom. They know who shot who himself on the chest.
You know.
They know who burnt the clothes.
They know the color of the underwear.
They know the color of the underwear. They know everything about you. And you've never met them.
Never.
But they're out there. They're posting stuff about you on the Facebook. Oh, so-and-so has left the wife. So-and-so's wife does not love him. So-and-so has is doing a nursing job. She's wiping butts. You know. You just wonder why they're into your business at all, because it's not necessary. But they're part of us. They're part of the
community. And I'm trying to think about why are they useful? What makes them a part of our community? You know.
I think the good thing is that they raise the adrenaline levels up, and they make you feel good. Because the bad thing is not happening to you. People love scandals. That's why politics, sex, and all that stuff.
Bad news sells.
That's why Cosby is selling. That's why Carnival or Governor is selling. And that's anything that is sex, that politics really sells. Murder sells. Good stuff does not sell. Good stuff. If you do something good, very, very few people will like your bid. Because life is miserable, and misery loves company. So if someone is miserable, they want other miserable people to join. They're like, wow, we're in this together. So it's really beneficial more to them than to the community. To the community. Yes. But they're still part of the society, so there's something for them to do. That's their self-care. That's their self-care. Pata kazi. No, jitafutie shughuli dada na jitafutie shughuli. Yes, and where there's a person shouting in the town square, there are people around to watch them. Marikiti. Wow. Open air market. Every merchandise is sold. Every merchandise is sold in this Zuckerberg market. These are the people that can sell any stuff. These are the people that will make you wish you turn off your Facebook comments, Facebook notifications. Twing, 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 twing. That's the night runners as well. Those are night runners. Yeah. Marikiti are the ones who are there to participate. They are the ones who are almost coming to blows on Facebook. They are the ones who are creating this environment. Sometimes when this Marikiti is in town, all you need to do is grab your popcorn and start eating, because Marikiti has arrived. You're watching notifications and eating popcorn because Marikiti people are the ones who will swarm your Facebook post when you think you just put something casually. They will bring their own. You just post that I'm at the airport, I'm heading to a conference. They will just swarm your page like they're fighting over the oranges and mangoes. That is fake. Stop showing off. Where did you buy that suitcase? Slay Queen. Hashtag Queen. They're just abusers. You know? Or just like people just commenting. Why, people are enjoying themselves. Remember, these people are in the market to shop. So once you bring your products to the market, expect anything. But you can make it cheap or expensive. They don't care. They will buy it. Your post, their entertainment. That's Marikiti. And we need them. We need them because these are the ones who are chattering us. They are the ones who keep Kumechacha alive and chattering. They're the ones who give us the fodder that we're talking about today. They're the ones who think about when you go to work and say, Aki, those Facebook people on Akanga, say, what do these people looking like? So we need those, Thank you so much, Marikiti. Thank you, Marikiti. And alongside the Marikiti, there is a specific type of Facebook user that's called the Aki Maskini. Aki Woye. Saidia Zuckerberg. They say videos constantly, oh, please help, kindly help. I need 500 shillings. Oh, I have no food, please. But these ones go to the Zuckerberg toilets. This is the inbox. This is the inbox. Why the inbox is a toilet? Everybody can come into your inbox. Unless you block without them. Permission. But if you don't block them, they will somehow find their way. They will become spams. SPAMS. They'll keep sending you Facebook requests 1,000 times. So the Zuckerberg toilet is where you find all these people sending you hundreds of videos, people sending you all kinds of stuff. People, married men, women in relationships, telling you they love you forever. They're telling you, I want you. They send you all the seductions. They excrete all their seductions in the inbox. There's a subcategory called the Dear Inbox Lover. Hi, dear lover. Hi. I'm waving at you. I'm waving at you. So and so send waved at you. I'm like, is it Facebook or Wavebook? A lot of people are meeting on Facebook. We're talking about how a lot of millennials are meeting on Facebook. I don't know if these people are successful in meeting people through Facebook DMs. If you are successful because Saidia, Aki Maskini. Saidia, I'm lonely. Give me love. Lonely Hearts. So Facebook has the Lonely Hearts Club. We also have the reality TV. The reality TV breakfast. No, when they open their eyes. Grace, let me show you. When they open their eyes in the morning. Just waking up. Just waking up. I'm removing the lolo. I'm removing the lolo from my eye. I'm just brushing my teeth. Right now I'm brushing my teeth. Reality TV. What am I gonna wear? This is my wardrobe. This is my closet. Cutting the matatu. I want the matatu. Oh my God.
Abegi.
Abego.
Breakfast, lunch, dinner. Ugali, nyama, skuma, omena. Yote.
Yeah, this is my feed. This is my new Mercedes Benz.
Surely. You have said the life of Vera Siddiq and Huda Monroe will be achieved on this Facebook. And you will see what I am eating, what I am breathing, the cracks in my eyes you will see, because it's my reality TV show.
Yeah. So Grace, let's go to the last one. Yeah.
And the last one is we've talked about Marikiti, Saidia Maskini, night runners, we see you, monitoring spirits, we see you, inbox lovers, we see you.
The copycats.
The copycat is an interesting subset.
Yeah.
The copycat is someone who is maybe, I don't know, they started as a monitoring spirit, and they loved, the dear inbox loved you, but you maybe did not want to respond to the advances, so they said they are going to copy you. This is someone who you'll find, if you say one thing, they're there saying the same thing. If they're saying the same thing, you're there saying the same thing.
If you do something, they copy paste it and paste it on their pages. Instead of sharing, they don't know what that sharing button means. They never use the sharing button.
They never use the sharing button.
Whatever you post,
maybe it's broken for them. Maybe copycats have a special
account. They envy you. They envy you, so they want to be like you. But what is bad about wanting to be like you? It means you're a trailblazer. You're a role model for somebody.
Maybe.
Yeah, but it's hard to put all these categories because there are thousands of people in this Zuckerberg market. But ujue tu uko sokoni. And when you are in a market and you expose your wares, they are accessible to the public. They can grab them and run with it.
Oh, Grace, scammers. Kwanza was scammers. You thought we were about to forget about you.
Yes, I forgot about the scammers.
Scammers selling huge plots of land that don't exist, collecting fundraisers for things that do not exist.
Yeah, somebody said their brother had died and the brother did not die.
And the family member said, he's here.
He's here.
He's alive and well.
He's here. Don't donate anything for his funeral. He's here. He's right next to me.
You know.
So all these Facebook users have very useful roles to play.
And scammers are there to teach you is if you get scammed, don't get scammed again. Those are your lessons.
Learn your lessons.
We need lessons in life, and scammers are our lessons in life.
And choose. The other thing is, Grace, we have like 1,000 friends. 4,000 people have 5,000 friends. But Facebook has this new algorithm that allows you to only see 25 friends. So you might complain that people are not liking your Facebook pages, they're not posting, but ask yourself, of your 1,000 friends, how many do you respond or participate in their conversations or pages? So you can, what about if you have 5,000 friends? How are you going to like all their pages? So the same way you're feeling about people not liking your page is the same way they feel about your page. My mom used to say, the way you feel about somebody is exactly how they feel about you. So don't blame somebody for not liking your page or not ever participating in your comments, because Zuckerberg might have cut them off, and it's hard to relate with 1,000, 2,000 friends at the same time. It really is. Yeah, and they recommend you should have about 30 friends.
You know, it's actually the algorithm that makes it such that, have you ever been on Facebook and seen someone posted a comment from Wednesday and it's Saturday and it's the only day that you see it?
Yes.
Sometimes you could be looking for those connections, but Zuckerberg is helping himself in this market, let me tell you.
Yes.
So don't feel so bad. Don't feel so bad.
So Abby has a question. Hi Abby, Cheresta. Night runners can bend into America. Yes. Night runner. There are night runners in America. And remember last time we talked also about the who are the people, the Ganga Marufu.
Ganga Marufu kutoka Tanzania.
Yeah, Grace and I discovered there were Waganga Marufu kutoka Tanzania ambao wanatibu
yote, dawa ya mapenzi,
dawa ya kupata green card, dawa ya kupata lottery, dawa ya kupata husband in America.
How do you think they practice? Where do you think
they left their skills at home? The night runners, a lot of the times here, they are in the bars, they're in the pubs, they're all around, they're everywhere, but mostly they're dancing naked on Facebook when people are going to bed. So if Abby, you haven't seen a night runner,
that's how they advertise.
Please stay on Facebook after 11 o'clock, and some will, friends of friends will appear on your page advertising their skills, dancing stark naked, and doing what they used to do in Kenya. But they're part of our family.
People greeting each other.
And remember that the official members of the Night Runners Association of Kenya, which is in Homa Bay. Some of them have got green card lotteries and are here in America, and they're not going to leave their trades behind. We say awendo kwe yeye. Yes, yes. I hope I answered that well.
Yeah, I think that's a great answer.
Yes.
And then you keyboard warriors, the people who are lions in the keyboard but will never be seen in person. The person who will plan a fight. The person who will plan a fight and will never show up. Keyboard warriors, we see you.
Yeah, keyboard warriors. These are the people who are afraid to face you direct. They hate you, they envy you, they have no love in their heart, they're so bitter. So they want to direct all that negative energy at you. And if you're not careful, you will fall in that trap.
You'll get caught up in it.
You'll get caught up in the trap so badly because you don't even know what. There are people with mental health issues on this Kumechacha bag market. There are people with serious mental health issues, and there are people who have bitterness. Bitterness and anger and envy is a form of mental health. And because they cannot tell you direct that, oh, Abby, oh, Victoria, I hate you, I hate your nose, I hate your mouth, I hate your job, you're showing off here. I'm gonna type behind this keyboard some ugly, terrible words that when you read, you will feel like fainting.
Those things and those things are real because they really affect people. The same people who spew this negative rhetoric. Whoa.
Yeah, people spew negative, bad rhetoric. So don't respond. Don't respond. This is someone who needs their medication. This is someone who needs to see a therapist. You are not a therapist. You're not a psychologist. You're not a doctor. Why are you responding to someone who's going through the mental health episode? Why are you responding to someone going through a 201 who did not take their medicine, who did not go to their support group? Don't take that responsibility upon yourself of responding to people who are going crazy on your page.
Block, delete, unfollow, report, spam. If they continue, police case.
Yeah, that is why Mr. Zuckerberg, the money-making man, gave you all these buttons. Use them, be wise, get the spirit of discernment. Get these people off your page until they take their medicine, get sober, and come back and can communicate effectively.
Absolutely.
Nivo.
So Facebook characters. We have a poll actually that's on right now. If you can participate in it, which type of Facebook character are you? Are you a monitoring spirit? Are you a night runner? Are you a marikiti? Are you a dear inbox lover?
And we will give you a beautiful gift.
For any one of our responses, we will do a random giveaway the gala and the beauty set for you. So please participate.
You get a nice gala. We have a gala here for you. A really nice gala, and we have a beautiful beauty set.
Oh, and
if you have a nice beard. If you have you're growing your beard and your whiskers,
for the
men in beards, bearded men. You have some nice oil here to make that beard grow long as Methuselah and Solomon.
You know, there's some women out there who like beards.
And
no one wants a scratchy beard. You know, winter is coming.
Winter is coming, and you might need to keep your beard long. This oil grace, this magic oil. But this is not. This is gray shea butter oil. It is not made by any ganga maarufu kutoka Tanzania. This is made by a biochemist. Get it right.
Yes, absolutely.
So which Facebook character are you? Which animal are you?
Tell us. The beautiful women, as your men's beard grow longer, may your hair grow bigger.
May your hair
capture this beautiful.
May your hair reach the skies.
Let me tell you, who don't want to wear this?
Gwinji. Do you know Gwinji?
Gwinji.
I think Gwinji atambie kitu gani? Atambie kitu gani? Eti Gwinji atambie. Atambie kitu gani? Atambie kitu gani? Eti nani atigambe? Atigambe nani? Eti nani atigambe? Atigambe nani? Kumbe anarembelembe. Gwinji apendeza nyingi. Gwinji we ataibubuoni. Gwinji is someone who really brag, Mr. Brag and Bostercock. So we'll give you the bragger thing and you can wear it to any occasion.
Oh, you are going to look beautiful.
Yes.
So,
Tara is not my thing, but I tried.
Umecharipo.
Hiyo inataka wenyeji wa Mombasa watutarabishe.
Tafadhali karibu. Now we're getting into our next topic, which is the elderly. Let's talk about the elderly. I think it's time we should bring in the treatment and our elderly immigrants, our elderly parents.
My people. Honor your father and mother. It doesn't matter what religion you are. It doesn't matter if you're an unbeliever. It doesn't matter if you believe in trees. if you believe that this is God, if you believe this kachumbari is your God, if you believe the grape is your God, if you believe the sun is your God, if you believe mandazi is your God, whatever you believe, if you believe God is God, there's one God, honor your father and mother so that your days may be long in the land that your Lord your God has given you. So we have been bringing our parents to America. Grace, tell us more about this.
It seems that when we come to America, that these very important rules don't apply, you know. Our parents have been coming to the US more recently. It's been you can sponsor your parent to come in, you know. Nowadays when you get onto the airplane coming to the US and other countries, there's such an equal number of older people traveling as there are younger people. And so the number of elderly people have been rising in the United States. People are calling in their families because, one, they want to consolidate their wealth, you know, to figure out what they're going to do. They want to start looking at the inheritance early. So you send for your family. They want someone who will take care of their child because they refuse to pay for daycare. Daycare is too expensive. They want someone who will take care of the child. Yes. They want an extra body. Remember when they said in the olden days that children were the labor? Roles have reversed. The elderly have now become the watu wa mkono wa nyumbani. These are the people who have, after a long life, after retirement, they're coming to start a second career. And these immigrants, these people, are actually ending up being the most isolated group in the United States.
Yes, that's what the research says.
That's what the research is saying. There's a lack of access. These are the people who have lack of access to transportation, healthcare, even TV that some parents will not have access to. And we're sitting back and we're saying no.
Yeah, and we're asking the question of the day. Should your elderly parents, your father, mother-in-law, father-in-law, whom you bring to the US, your aunts who are over 60 years old, are they your guests or your slaves? Because a lot of the parents are talking about being mistreated. They're very miserable. You brought them here, but you brought them with a certain strategy in mind. You did not bring them here to make life better for them, because people come here for better economic opportunities. But you brought them here to be your housemate. You brought them here to be your yaya, and you're not paying them. You're paying them by letting them sleep in your house. This is someone who used to walk hundreds of kilometers to sell stuff for you to go to school. She sold omena, she sold mbuta, minnam, she carried heavy guashe on her back just to raise money for your school uniform. And now roles have changed, she's helpless, and you're bringing her here and making her the worst comment. The worst complaint that came was that you're making your elderly parents walk your dogs. Walk your dogs. Telling your mother to get up at 6 and walk your dog.
You are guilting your parents. You're guilting your parents into continuing this second life they didn't sign up for.
They didn't sign up for. They didn't come to America to walk your dogs. You know, Americans love dogs. Dogs are like human beings in America. These dogs are American citizens. These dogs have their own veterinary doctors. The dogs in America sleep in houses. They have their beds, and you have to walk them twice a day. And if they poop on the streets and you don't pick, you charge $350. $350 is 35,000 Kenyan shillings. If an American dog poops on the street and you don't pick it, it's called littering. You pay $35,000 fine. You're waking your elderly parent whose bones had cracked, whose onding had mokod. What's onding had mokod in English?
Their back had become stiff.
Had stiffened.
Yes.
Yeah. Your grandmother, who's on doing hard code, you are making her walk your dogs, bend and carry, clean up the poop. My dear, I know you've got American citizenship, but is this really the way we should treat our parents?
Right. And your parent, and I think it's unfair because more often than not, your parent will come. Your parent will come because they want to care. But you're putting this parent in a point at which they come and they know that they're coming to become indentured servitude. We thought slavery was done, but this is a new type of
slavery ended in 1800 in America.
To our families.
Yes.
Sometimes you don't even know that these people have. You'll never even see this person outside the
house. Parents are not allowed to go to the mall.
Sometimes they're not even allowed to go to church.
You come from work, unauliza mama, hey, made, umetembeza mbwa.
Have you walked the dog?
Is this really a Kenyan? Is this a Kenyan character, or did you adapt this on the plane?
Right.
I don't understand this. Abego, please explain to me how you wake up your parents at 6 o'clock to work for you.
And you know, Grace, in the spirit of fairness, like I understand, like we not everyone is able to afford daycare. Not everyone. Some people really depend on their family members to do this work. But it's another thing between giving the due respect that your parent has. We know even in Kenya, you can go and live with you can invite your mother to stay with you. You can invite your father to stay with you. But would you subject them to the same treatment if you were living with them in Kenya as you would with them in the US? And keep in mind that these are people who have lived and worked and struggled for 60 years.
Their lives,
so they're coming in now
to rest.
Like life. Sometimes this life just tires your bones.
Yeah, life and it's called end-term illnesses or whatever.
So you're welcoming someone to the US and they don't have access to a phone. They don't have an ID. More often than not, they don't have access to health insurance. So even the conditions that they may have had coming in here are continue to be left undiagnosed. You're wanting to walk your dogs, but does your dog have worms? Is your dog unhealthy? If you have cats in the house, are they healthy? Are you taking care of this? Are you just leaving the mother and just letting her stay there? Sometimes when you move to a new climate, you can get sick. You get even sicker.
And you're making your mother wash puppies. And they have found that puppies cost 250 deaths in Philadelphia alone in the last 6 months. These puppies have come up with new medications that are resistant to antibiotics. You're making your mother wash puppies. And some of the dogs that your mother or father are walking, some of these dogs are American citizens and they have their human rights. They have their human rights. They refuse to walk. You're expecting your 60-year-old mother whom you've invited for Kenya to be carrying a dog in America, a dog that has refused to walk because it is hard-headed and it knows its right, to bring it back home. Germany, let us be fair. Let us be good people. Let us be good people. These are our parents. They raised us. Don't bring them to America to become slaves. And then even taking care of babies. Your mother can help you take care of babies. Supporting you to take care of babies is not turning your mother into an aya. She already raised you. This is not her child. You're making your mother wake up to change babies at night, to change the nappies. You guys are going out for parties.
Every night.
Drinking, grits and meat. Who has organized for our grandmothers, our mothers in America, a grits and meat so they can meet fellow Kenyans.
People of the same age who have come under the same experiences. People are not who are coming for economic opportunities. They're not coming to relax. They're coming in a different set of circumstances.
Our elderly,
where are their networks?
Where are the networks?
Where are their communities?
Have you introduced your parents, your elderly parents, to other parents in America? Why are your parents suffering from cabin fever as you go out dancing, drinking, networking, going to conferences? Mama make up ndani ya nyumba. Mama is computer. Mobile phone. Mama has become what do you call that stage of a caterpillar before it becomes a butterfly? Like
that cocoon.
Mama has become a cocoon. You have kept mama in your spider's web. Mama is walking the dogs. Mama is changing the
sometimes
animals.
Baba also.
Utaki hata mama alale. Unarudia ti, hey mama, unalala. Unalala. Someone is sleeping has no problem. This is your mother.
You bringing your parent in the US is not a favor.
It's not a favor. Really you don't have to bring it, but you'd rather just leave her at home. At least she can talk to the market woman. She can go to church. You're not allowing your mother to go to church because she looks elderly. She has wrinkles. You're living.
She doesn't understand English. So why bring her?
Why bring her home? But the hymns are the same. We sang "Blessed Assurance," which was it's in many languages. Yes, no.
And if she wants, she can sing it in her home, or she can hum it, and she can be part of a community.
She can be part of the community. She has a sadaka, but you're keeping all her money. You're keeping mama's money. She has no ID. She has no passport. Mama knows nothing. You have brought your mother to become like a Buddha, like a furniture in the house. And then Grace, the worst thing that the mothers complained about when we were talking to them, and we always try in this program not to embarrass anybody. We're not bringing anybody's mother. We brought some of our cultures, which is still value. We're not bringing anybody's mother on our show. But you know your mother and how you've been treating her. The mother said that the children are discussing their death and how they're going to distribute their property. And they're not even sick. They're not in hospital. They were just coerced to come here. I'm getting you a green card, mom, come and stay with us. But you had some other double, some double-edged
they're starting to work on their property back in Kenya.
They're talking about mama siku hizi her ears don't hear well. And then you come also, you bring your mother here, but you're blocking her from being seen by other members of the family. You want to own your mother. So you have other members of the family in other states, but you're not allowing them to even unashika simu ikilia, You are running like you're running the Kenyan marathon. Unashika simu, you don't want mama to shika simu. You don't want a member of the family to talk to their own mother. You are owning mother. You have put mother in your pocket. Mother has become your pocketbook. So mothers in the US, they're unhappy. Diaspora mothers, there needs to be a change. Let us address this because we are coming there. You won't always be, yes, you won't always be this young. I'm approaching my old whatever, but we won't always be this young. Old age comes. Old age is fast. Old age is kimbelembele. It catches up before you know it. So we are getting there. Do we want to be treated in the same way that we are treating our parents?
And we recognize that some of you may just, a lot of us are operating from a lack of knowledge. So let's assume that, you know, maybe the problem is knowledge. How do we take care of our elderly? Are we putting in place, first of all, health? You know, what are we doing for them in terms of health? Are you connecting them to a healthcare place? Diseases like diabetes, hypertension, cardiovascular disease, these are things that people in the within the elderly age group have to worry about on a constant basis. Mobility, right? How do they do that? Support activities, memory, things like that. Sometimes you're yelling at your parent and you don't realize it's a neurological thing that's happening. Are you connecting your parent? Are you talking to your parent to figure out what it is that's happening to them? Are you connecting them? Are you connecting them? Are you sitting in the house and taking advantage?
No, you're just saying, who your mama, she doesn't hear anything. But mama is hearing you discussing a property. You're forcing your mom to write a will. You want her to write a will because you have brought her to America. You don't want any member of the family involved. You want to write a will, two of you. You're the only two people. And then there are 8 people in this family. So we do give a special shout out to those who've been taking their mothers to church, taking their mothers shopping, treating their mothers like, their parents as with the dignity and respect that they deserve.
I've seen a lot of very happy. I've seen a lot of very happy families. You know.
So our challenge for you this week, Kumechacha, is to organize for your mother, your father, your aunts that is here in America a meet and greet. Organize if they're in Philadelphia, Houston, wherever they are. Organize for them to meet at least 5 of their friends so they can discuss old people stuff.
I think that's a great idea. I think when we go, I've gone to a lot of Kenyan churches within Maryland and even Texas, and the people bring in their whole family. Can you provide other settings or gatherings where it's not just the parents and the kids who are enjoying? Create platforms or opportunities where the elderly community can sit and budo and have their own thing. You know, let's not just let them tag along to all the things that we are doing. That's not what we do. I want to see in a few months that they meet and
greet for our elderly, meet and greet for diaspora elderly parents, meet and greet. Let's give them a safe, happy, comfortable end of life.
Changamoto
sana.
And let me tell you something about a little bit about insurance. You can get travel insurance for your parents. There may be on the high side, of course, as you know, with they need a complete medical assessment, but you can get international travel insurance. Please make sure that your person is taken care of. You know, we really appreciate life here, and especially if you're away from our families, we appreciate the life that we have around us. Please, if it's worth it, this person is has taken care of you, and you'll want them to take care of your children. So take care of them.
Buy them shoes. Buy them shoes. Buy them winter clothes.
Let them not be wearing the same clothes they were wearing in Nairobi, and they're wearing.
Although wengine they are hard-headed, lakini.
Wanasema nipatie tu hiyo kamisi.
Hiyo sweater yangu ndio nataka kuwear, but just be kindness. Kindness is priceless. Kindness is priceless.
Absolutely.
So Grace, that was hot. Kumechacha pandani kuna joto.
Kumechacha, Grace. Wow. Nakwambia, now I know that we have neighbors, and Tujipange Studios does not exist in a vacuum. We also have neighbors.
Neighbor. You know I love you. Neighbor. You know I love you. Jirani.
Grace, hapo tumesema kabisa.
Wacha nitafute notes jamani.
Jirani is like a beautiful flower.
Jirani mwema.
Jirani mwema can be a beautiful flower or your worst nightmare.
Neighbors.
Everybody needs good neighbors.
Something for one another. That's when good neighbors become good friends. Whatever the song is, we need good neighbors.
Everyone needs one.
Everybody needs a good neighbor.
But according to research, Philadelphia, they're telling us in Philadelphia.
Yes.
They're telling us here in Philadelphia, we are not doing too good. I don't know. Us in the diaspora, tunateseka huku Philadelphia, we are struggling here in Philadelphia because the research found that Philadelphia is on the number 4 of the most annoying cities in America.
The most annoying neighbors.
And then I think Dallas is number 1.
Dallas is number 1.
With my everyone in Texas.
Hi, Dallas. They're saying you are the worst neighbors in America. Can you dispute this thing? Can you dispute this?
Yeah, I know there's a lot of Kenyans in Dallas.
They're saying that Miami is number 2, the worst neighbor to have.
Yeah.
And then they say Austin. This research was in a was it something or what technique did they use?
You know there are a lot of Kenyans in Dallas and Austin.
Kenyans, when I say you have the worst, you're the worst Iranis to have. This is a research from an American university.
Yeah.
Austin, jirani mbaya sana. And Philadelphia, the alleged city of brotherly love and sisterly affection. Mmeanguka vibaya, mmeanguka all this nice grace.
Promoting is fake. I'm telling you.
Portland and Minneapolis I've said to have the worst neighbors ever. Large adult voices, fighting over parking, and they have ugly landscapes.
Yeah.
Detroit people. I have friends in Detroit, Michigan. You're said to be grumpy. You have bad tempers. Huh? Grumpy people. That's what the research said. Boston. They said you had ugly homes. They say you have ugly homes. You don't like your neighbors' homes. They're very ugly.
There's a lot of Kenyans in Boston.
You don't appreciate it. Hi, Kenyans in Boston. You don't appreciate each other's homes. You keep saying the homes are ugly. You go visit a friend. You come back. You say, oh, the house was so ugly. Tell us if this research is true. Here, kupata funding. Here NGO. I don't know. My friends in Boston.
We have also, look, Philadelphia neighbors.
Yeah, look at that siren. Someone just maybe shot somebody. Nashville is said to be a bad neighborhood because you can't even get a newspaper. Now, after ukikosa newspaper, your jirani cannot give you a newspaper even when they've read it for 1 month. Wanakatalia newspaper becomes part of their furniture. Yeah, so we thought about it, Grace. We were in the neighborhood. We were in the Philly neighborhood the other day.
Yes.
We found community garden.
We found a beautiful garden of delight, the Certain community garden. Yeah. We wanted to come in and liberate some peppers and some tomatoes, but the owners probably did not agree. So it's we think about neighborhoods and thinking about the neighborhoods that we come from in our respective countries and how we understand our neighbors. The neighbor is the person who you'll talk to across the fence and talk about what's been happening, nani amekujanga who's been coming into the neighborhood, things like that. Yes. Compared to a neighbor here in America, what makes a neighbor?
What makes a neighbor?
What makes a neighbor? What makes a neighbor?
I'm just coming back to this, and it says that the report Improve.net said it surveyed 2,500 adults in 24 cities. And that it polled no fewer than 100 residents for each city, and this poll took place in August. Yeah, so it's a real research. So bad neighbors, Grace. Who are the bad neighbors back home? Because I remember my neighbors at some point in my life. I've lived in so many places, but you had this big mango tree. And when this mango tree just went over the fence, those red mangoes belong to the neighbor. They would come with sticks and start hitting the mango trees, and the mangoes would be falling, and all the other mangoes that were supposed to be ripe for the market would also be falling if you were not ready to pick them. Ask about it and you'd have problems.
Don't even ask.
Don't even ask.
Yeah,
so that wasn't a great neighbor. Hi, Caroline Mwangi.
Yes, welcome. Yeah. There's another type of neighbor whose job is to ruka the fence. Actually, they don't have a fence. They don't. The concept of a fence is nothing to them. You're like, Monokoku, who invited you here? Those are they live with you actually. They just, in the morning, 7 a.m.
Yeah, they're always visiting. They're preparing their day with your budget.
Breakfast.
Wanna stories. They have such good stories that keep the time going, but they're not contributing to these meals.
And they'll even wait for the 4 o'clock tea after lunch, So you spend time with them the whole day. That's the type of neighbor. Try that in the US. They look at you like, okay, your time is done. Okay, are you done with what brought you here? Please talk a Wendy. That's US neighbor for you.
Yeah, so here there's some very dangerous neighborhoods, as they say. They're called the danger zones. They're called the badlands. And I've had neighbors who like kill each other, they shoot each other, there's always gunshots. I didn't see that in Kenya. I know there could have been night robberies. But here, the robberies, the gunfights, you know, the people who drink all day, drink all night, and then during the day they're fighting.
I feel like there's some neighborhoods. I feel like there's some neighborhoods in Nairobi that are like that.
I like that. Yeah. Okay.
Yeah, but then also like neighborhoods here, the Badlands, as you say, or neighborhoods that people regard as being not safe, also have like a high level of social cohesion. There are also neighborhoods during the day people are sitting outside together having conversations on the porch. So it depends sometimes on some neighborhoods have different like energies. You know, every neighborhood has its own mood.
Yeah, but again, Grace, when we as people from the diaspora, what kind of neighborhood, what kind of neighbors do people expect us to be? I've been questioned about my accent. So it's like, oh, you are new. You're a new person here. And you used to live with monkeys. So a lot of my neighbors think that I used to live with monkeys in a tree, that in Africa we don't have houses, and that we have so much poverty. And some of them think that I came here on foot. So they ask you questions like, oh, so how did you get to America? Did you come on foot? Yeah, how did you learn English? You have stuff like that. I also have neighbors who think that I'm actually here to snatch their jobs. Yeah, so I don't get that very positive negative energy sometimes. These are the ones who are ignorant and really do not know much about immigration and why we are here, but they think you're here to just take their jobs. So they're not normally kind to you. And we also have neighbors who, when you're married, they always believe that you got married for papers, and that's a reality. And some will even ask you, did you marry our brother for papers? Yeah, so it's difficult to kind of relate with those neighbors, and that causes a lot of isolation. So I'm a kind of neighbor who like kind of sticks to myself a lot. So when I want to get in touch with people, I will look out for fellow Kenyans or fellow immigrants who I know share the same journey with me. Yeah,
I can say on the other side, I've experienced neighborhoods where people have been very curious and very welcoming to neighbors. Have been very welcoming to find out, oh, this is so and so, this person is from this culture, that is so cool. You know, these are people who maybe in communities where they're more likely to have meetups within a community themselves, they can invite you. Sometimes they want you to talk to their children because they're like, wow, I'm so, you know, it will be very useful for my children to even know more about a culture that's not theirs. So you can find different ends of how to interact with your neighbors. These are neighbors who you can even form a relationship where you feel safe leaving their kids, or maybe you can have a play date. Things that are more like organized than they were in Kenya. You know, as children, all the neighborhood children play together. You don't even know where they are playing at. But here you can organize play dates so the kids, you know, even children can feel isolated. Actually, I feel like children and elderly people are the most, can be very isolated because they are at the mercy of the people who are, you know, in charge of them. So if you can allow these interactions to happen within your communities, you can have some really good neighbors that can assist you and your family within the transition into the US.
But Chris, talking about interactions, I think it's really important to pick who your interactions are.
Absolutely.
There's a lot of Kenyans who came here, got involved with the drug cartel, and a lot of them are in jail because they followed the wrong path. So they made friends and because they wanted to be accepted. And sometimes when we want to be accepted, we do things that we really should not do. So you have to be careful who your neighbors is. You might be having this very friendly person who's offering you a ride and is inviting you to their house, but he's really the chief drug peddler. And before you know it, you'll
How
find
do you
yourself
know they're a
in this
chief
circle.
drug peddler?
Because you go to that house and that's where everybody's coming in to buy drugs.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
So keep your eyes open.
Keep your eyes open.
You know, America is not a land. You know, I think there's an assumption if you come to America, it's like, you know, there are no homeless people. When I tell people there's homeless people in America, they're like, what? You know, people have this maybe idyllic understanding of what living in the diaspora can be.
Yes,
you know, there's no crime, there's no gunfights, people won't try to lead you astray, everyone has honest intentions. But this the time to keep your eyes open because there's some cultural things you will not pick up on, there's some cues you will not pick up on. Maybe I'll think they're coming in and out because they love the lady or the man who is the owner of the house so much. Because I didn't see it. I'm only seeing a part that maybe the people who have lived in the neighborhood are able to understand. They understand the code, yeah?
Yes. Na hapa kuna kuenda tu kwa jirani like, oh, give me some salt.
Yeah.
You better make that call. Don't just show up. Because there's something that's really, what do you call it, valued in America here called personal space.
Yeah.
Yeah. You don't get into someone's personal space. You give them their space. Yeah, they say this weekend I want to be in my house, I want to walk around without clothes. You're not going to show up. You have to give someone at least 2 hours notice before you call them. So when you were interviewing people about neighborliness and neighborhood, their appeal was, don't visit me without giving me a 2 hours
Yeah.
notice, or at least a week's notice. Let me be prepared, because maybe my dishes are not done. My dog poop is all over the house. I've not done my bed. Yeah, and I don't want to find me there. You'll be invading my personal space.
And it's considered part of like respect. So these are some of the things that you get to learn. You know, we understand you don't automatically assume that you know. They actually, you know, in Kenya, if someone comes and visits you often, even without knocking, that's a close friend. You know, like, oh, beer, you know. Yeah. But in Kenya, like if you want to welcome someone very well, you give them the respect of notifying them ahead of time.
Yes, and again, you have neighbors in Kenya. Sorry, in here when you come, here in America when you come, it's hard to get a house, especially when you're here initially. You don't have credit card history. You don't have good. You don't have money on the deposit for the house, the 2 months rent and deposit for the house. So Kenyans sometimes get together, and they're adults. So you find some of them are married, and they get together in a house, share a house 4, 6 people. Sometimes with the West Africans, sometimes share a house even 10 people. They're very, very what do you call, magnanimous in that way. So here you are sharing rooms. Everybody has their room. You're sharing a kitchen and a bathroom. And someone has a husband who has come to visit in Kenya, and the husband is walking around the room. This is not a night runner, but the husband is walking around the room stark naked. And there are other 5 Kenyan women who are also working and living here. So be a good neighbor. When you visit your wife from Kenya, you visit your husband from Kenya, don't cross that boundary.
Where did they get this?
Yeah, walking around in a towel. That's you know, whether you have a flat tummy or a big tummy.
Grace, that's bad behavior.
Yeah, it happens here a lot. Like, please, or even if you have a boyfriend and you're sharing a room, be a good neighbor. Yeah, just do the basic respect at home. Nobody at home walks around, you know, stuck naked or in a towel.
This is not the time to try out new values.
Yeah. Don't acquire new values on the plane. Yeah, just be a good neighbor. What's important is to be a good neighbor, because make that neighbor your friend, because the family here, your best family here is your neighbor, your immediate neighbor. That's the person you call when your house is burning. That's the person you call when you have an emergency. You can call 911, but the neighbor might help break the door. Yeah. So they can be on the watch out for you to see who's breaking into your house. So just maintain general good boundaries and friendly.
A good neighbor is a good neighbor.
A good neighbor,
you know, whether African, white, a good neighbor is a good neighbor. You will see it when you find out.
Neighbor, 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 you know I love you.
Hey.
Yes.
Wow.
So we are Kumechacha.
Kumechacha kabisa. Kumechacha kweli.
Yes. Kumechacha, kumechacha, tujipange, moto, tia maji. Kumechacha, tujipange, moto, tia maji, na hatuna maji. Meaning, kumechacha,
there's no water.
There's no water. Organize yourself. Because if you don't organize yourself, that fire will burn your house.
Someone will organize you properly.
Someone will organize you thoroughly. Organize yourself or get organized by someone else. Yes.
Kumechacha. Grace.
Kumechacha.
I hope you have a blessed rest of the Saturday. Remember to self-care. Remember to finish your breakfast. Grace has prepared a beautiful uji that I'm about to demolish at the end of this screening.
A great question.
Yes. So we're doing a question for this week.
For the Facebook. What kind of Facebook character are you?
Which kind of Facebook character are you? Please complete. We have a poll, Grace, here that is actively going. I hope that you participate. Which type of Facebook character are you? We'll be viewing the results later, so we'll be selecting.
Are you a monitoring spirit, night writer? Go to our page, go to our video. There's an active Facebook poll.
Yes.
Are you a night runner? Are you a marikiti? Are you a dear inbox lover? What kind of Facebook character are you? And we're gonna send you a beautiful gift, headgear, or a hair oil.
Like, comment, subscribe, and Kumechacha.
Kumechacha.